All right, guys, I've just driven the car around, but it is about 3 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's a cold winter day. It's coming to the evening in Boston, Massachusetts. The Miata is going away soon, and I wanted to make a winter video before, we left it off the channel. And without further ado, we're gonna take the Miata with the top down, driving in essentially 0 degree Fahrenheit weather. It's not snowing right now, but I don't wear a winter hat often. I'm wearing like 2 sweatshirts and some underlayers right now, and we're gonna see whether or not I can do 0 degree Fahrenheit with the top down and not freeze. Let's get into the car and do it. This should be an interesting experience. I'm honestly a little nervous, to tell you the truth, guys, because this could be dangerous. I'm gonna get myself set up here. So before we switch over to the GoPro, which is actually already running, and I think I'm talking to you guys in both things, I wanted to show you taking the top off on this car. But the reality is that it's such a tight car and it's so hard to position a camera somewhere that I need to like have this view on my phone so you guys can see the top coming off. But yeah, let's get this top off. It is very cold and I have no idea what I'm about to get myself into here. Here we go. And we're off, and for good effect, I will lower the windows too. Top is down. It's about 3 degrees Fahrenheit with wind chill. We should get into the negatives. Hopefully you guys can hear me while we make this video, but let's switch to the GoPro and let's go for it. We're gonna do this literally until I cannot feel my hands anymore and I'm right on the cusp of frostbite, and that's just a safety thing. So we're gonna drive until I can't feel my hands, which we're almost there. You can tell they're pretty red and white. So yeah, it is. I know it's not snowing. It's not as theatrical as it could be, but we're probably experiencing right now, and I'm gonna sneak up my sleeves here, we're probably experiencing with wind chill definitely below 0. It's been a weird winter. It's been pretty warm for Boston, and the second it got this cold, it's we're getting into early February here. I was like, I gotta make the video. I've got to make the video, see if I can survive. Because there have been times I've seen people have their tops get stuck, or they just go down, which, actually, well, they have to have been taking them down, but I've seen people theoretically with tops that are stuck down in the winter, and we're going 40 miles an hour right now, and I am frigid. It's not unbearable because there's a good wind tunnel here, but the reality is it's cold. Let's see if we can get off this fast of a road. All right, we're at roads right now where we can go like 30. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think this video was going to be too crazy, but this is uncomfortable. The car's driving pretty well for this cold. This car is certainly not designed to be driving at this level of temperature. And I apologize, guys. I know that most of my videos are super informative, but I am at a level of cold that I can't think very critically about what I'm talking about. I will say I'm right at that in-between where I am very hyper-focused about my fingers and pretty much only my fingers. So we're still good though. Got my sleeves over my fingers, and I've got a base layer on. I've actually got like 2 or 3 base layers on. I can't even remember. And yeah, I gotta say my feet are probably the ones that are suffering the most, which is weird, but I think what's happening is that my torso is missing the wind, but the wind is sneaking in behind the seat as the convertible portion of the Miata ends, and it's kind of like cooling underneath the seat all the way down to my feet. Not the end of the world, but we're already going longer than I'd expected. But we are quickly finding our way back to my driveway because I gotta say my hands are at the limit. I can barely hold my shift knob at this point. But that was I've gotta say, it was an interesting experience. It wasn't what I was expecting making this video, but the reality is, I don't know what I was expecting with this video. I was expecting maybe something a little bit more interesting, but yeah, that was driving a Mazda Miata in 0 degree weather at potentially a wind chill when we were hitting 40 miles an hour, potentially a wind chill of like -10, honestly, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst. I think the next thing for this car is driving the top down if it snows, but I don't know if I'm gonna have sold the car before then or whether I'm not. But let's put the top back up here because I'm very uncomfortable at this point. This is where I find out it freezes down. That would have been a disaster. I actually didn't even think about that because I hadn't been opening the top for a long time. It hasn't been off in 3 or 4 months, so I probably should have thought of that before making this video, but I seem to have been okay. All the bolts are on. it went back in. So success. I'll see you guys in the next video.